Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, we are still on the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, a trial within a trial. On this last day of Bongani Ntanzi's cross-examination by his lawyer, Attorney Ramosepeli, we see Bongani Ntanzi pouring out his heart, as he is giving his own version. What I like about Bongani Ntanzi is that he's very consistent. Everything that he said to this court, he is confident, he is firm, he doesn't change his story. He is consistent, much as his version differs from that of his lawyers. Bongani Ntanzi is always on point. He's sure of everything that he's telling the court. Family, let's listen as they are wrapping up everything that Bongani Ntanzi has presented to this court. Let's listen.
His bail application.
So the question is?
The question is, did you give Mr. Mjiako this instruction to abandon bail on your behalf?
Ngaleli langa ke langa 20 zika August 2020 lana ke umnumzana uMjiako uyakhuluma ke ukhuluma enkantolo asho ke ukuthi uxolisa kuyona ke imantshi ngokuthi ke efika emuva ke kwesikhathi abese yaqhubeke ke athi Nkosi enkantolo namuhla ke ngitsheliweke noma ke ngitsheliwe uyena umnumzana uNtanzi ukuthi akusesona isifiso sakhe noma isifiso sakhe ukuthi angasaqhubeki noma akasaqhubeki ngaso isicelo sebail. Ingabe umbuzo uthi ke manje wakusho yini wena lokho kumJiyako ukuthi cha awusafisi ukuthi ungaqhubeka ngesicelo sebail?
Cha Nkosi enkantolo akaze ngikhulume naye mina.
No my lord, I never spoke to him.
Ngoba ngisho namanje uthi ngangizokujabulela ukuphuma ngibuyele emsebenzini Nkosi enkantolo.
As I'm saying even now my lord, that I would have appreciated being released and to go back to work.
And I just want to wrap up this issue of Mr. Mjiako with two questions. The first one is, did you personally, as somebody that was employed before you were arrested, did you personally financially instruct Mr. Mjiako to appear on your behalf? Did you pay him to appear on your behalf?
Ngiqale ngale mibuzo emibili ke mangisengizoqeda ke ngalolu daba lolu kaMjiako. Nanjengomuntu owayesebenza ngaphambilini kokuthi uboshwe, wena ke ikhona yini imali owayikhipha kuyona ke ukuthi ukhokhela uMjiako ukuthi abe ummeli wakho?
Cha Nkosi enkantolo ayikho.
No my lord, I didn't.
And as well, I think I also asked you this previously, but I'll ask it again. Did you sign any special power of attorney, a general power of attorney, appointing Mr. Mjiako to take care of your legal problems as your lawyer to advise you?
Manje khona yini incwadi wayisayinda la unikeza khona ke uMjiako amagunya ukuthi ke yena nanjengommeli akumele ukuthi noma yiliphi udaba oluphathelene nezomthetho ekube uyena okusizayo kulona?
Nkosi enkantolo ayikho incwadi engayisanayo mina ngazi 24 ngiqala ukumbona ayikho incwadi angineke ngoba wathi kimi uzofika kimi namhlanje ngisalendile Nkosi enkantolo.
No my lord, there is no documentation or document that I signed. Even on the 24th when I saw him for the very first time, I never signed anything. He just said to me that he will come and see me. I am still waiting for him.
Now after the withdrawal letter that was read yesterday was served on the DPP or NPA, did Mjiako Attorneys Incorporated or Mr. Mjiako himself issue a letter of demand for the legal fees that they say you owe them?
Isifundiweke lencwadi befundwa la izolo la besho khona ukuthi abasaqhubeki nokumela. Ikhona yini incwadi owayithola incwadi ethi ndoda wena ke imali ke ekufanele usikhokhe yona yilena manje ke sesithi kuwena ke nayi imali esiyifunayo kuwena? Ingabe ikhona yini incwadi ekanjalo owayithola la bathi kuwena ke kunemali obakolota yona?
Cha Nkosi enkantolo ayikho Nkosi.
No my lord, I didn't.
Now let us move on to this aspect at Phokeng, where you were taken now after the so-called ammunition was found in your residence. You recall that incident?
Siyamanje ke lo daba la sePhokeng la bathi khona ke bathola ke le inhlamvu lezi kuwena?
From your place, your testimony is that from your residence you were then transported back at Phokeng SAPS. But the point that I want to come to is this. It was put to you by my learned colleague Mr. Sibande, that via the entry, OB entry from Phokeng, that you were placed at the cells in Phokeng. Were you placed at the cells in Phokeng?
Manje ke senibuya ke la ohlala khona besho ke ukuthi bathole le inhlamvu lezi bethi ke manje seniyahamba ne police station akushilo ke kuwena umshushisiko Mr Sibanda ukuthi ke makufika khona lapha yana wafaka ke kuma cell asephukeng.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo akaze ngene emaseleni ngangihlele emotweni Nkosi enkantolo amasela asephukeng angiwazi ukuthi kanjani Nkosi enkantolo.
No my lord, I was never taken into the cells in Phukeng. I was seated in the vehicle. I don't even know how the cells in Phukeng look like.
And you testified that the notice of rights, the SAP 14 capital A, was brought to you while seated at the motor vehicle and you signed it. Is that your testimony?
Ushilo futhi nokuthi ke leya ncwadi ekule ncwadi mamphoyisa ayibiza ke bathi iSAP 14A yilena la khona ekubhalwe khona ke amalungelo ngokomthetho sisekelo. Ushilo ukuthi leyo ncwadi leyo bayiletha uhlezi emotweni.
Wayiletha Sergeant Mkhane Nkosi enkantolo.
Yes, Sergeant Mkhane brought it, my lord.
Now, related to that, another aspect came up, which is two officers, Mr. Molefe and Mr. Ramaja, noted in the OB that you were examined in the cells and that you had no visible injuries.
Babili ke noma mabili ke amaphoyisa akhona lapho uMolife kanye naye uRamaja abathi ke khona lapho kuma cell alapho wabhekwa ke kwatholakala ukuthi ke akunakulimala noma sorry asime kancane.
I want to object to this. In that entry, my lord, there's no way it's written examined. It was just an entry that was noted which says no injuries.
Yes,
As the court pleases, my lord, I'm getting conflicting. Apparently, from what Mr. Baloi just whispered to me, is that it was an entry saying they conducted cell visits, and this notation on record was made. But do you recall at any stage, whether in the car or in the cells, Sergeant Molefe and Ramaja coming to you and noting that you've got no visible injuries on your person?
Noma kwakusemotweni noma kwakukhona ke kuma cell ingabe uyakhumbula yini uSergeant Molefe kanye naye uSergeant Ramaja beza kuwena ke bezobheka ke ukuthi awulimele yini la kuwena akukho nje ukulimala okubonakalayo la kuwena.
Nkosi enkantolo alikho iphoyisa leza ke Nkosi enkantolo ngaphandle kwaMkhane lo ngangihamba nawe ezongisayina isiphepha sahamba emveni kwalokho Nkosi enkantolo.
My lord, no police officer came to me except Mokhane, who came with a document to have me sign the documents, and thereafter we left.
Okay, let's move on. Now, according to the entry at Pretoria North SAPS police station, where from Rustenburg you were then detained on the 16th of June 2020. It says that you were detained and booked in under the Nongoma CAS 163 of 10, 2020. Do you recall that was put to you by my learned colleague, Mr. Sibanda?
163 of 10?
163 of 10, 2020.
Yes. Uma ke manje ke ukhumbula ke uma uba uvalele noma ugciniwe khona lapho ke ePretoria North ngokwaloko kubhaliwe ke khona lapha ezincwadini ukuthi ugcinwa kwakho noma ukuvalelwa kwakho lapha yana wawuvalelwe ngaphansi kwecala lakwaNongoma le163 ka10 2020.
Nkosi enkantolo namanje ngisasho lapha Nkosi enkantolo. Nkosi enkantolo azange ngiboshele icala kwaNongoma.
I still maintain before this court, my lord, that I was never arrested for a Nongoma case.
Nkosi enkantolo mangiboshiwa mina ngangiboshele icala leni lapha ngalo phambi Nkosi enkantolo.
When I was arrested, my lord, I was arrested for this matter that I am appearing before this court on.
Now, on the 16th of June 2020, at phase 2, when the two police officers knocked, they introduced themselves, they show you appointment cards and the like. What was the allegations that they told you that we are looking for you for these allegations? Was that the Nongoma case, or was that the case before court now for Stora's CAS 636 of 10 2014?
Manje ke ngazo i16 zika June 2020 ngathi ke amaphoyisa lawa amabili ke engqongqotha ke eminyango wavulela ke bazethula ke kuwena ke basho ukuthi bawobani uma besho kuwena ukuthi insolo esikufunela zona yilezi bathini ke bathi insolo zeqala la kwaNongoma noma leli eliphambi kwenkantolo njengamanje.
babekhuluma ngaleli cala phambi kwesenkantolo.
They were referring to this matter before the court now, my lord.
Now, after your arrest on the 16th of June 2020 until today, the 16th of February 2024, has Mohani, as the investigating officer of that Nongoma case, booked you out and interrogated, interviewed you, or talked to you about the allegations in the Nongoma case?
Ukusuka ngalo ilanga langa yi16 kuJune 2020 kuze kube namuhla ke kuyi16 zika February ngo2024 ingabe umukhanya wake weza kuwena wakhipha wahlala nawe phansi wakhulumisana nawe futhi wakubuza ke imibuzo noma kuhloma imibuzo ngalo icala la kwaNongoma?
Cha nkosenkantolo.
No, my lord.
Now, after the prosecutor in Fosloras declined to place this Nongoma case on the roll on the 19th of June 2020, have you subsequently appeared in court in Nongoma regarding this matter, the Nongoma case 16310 of 2020?
Emuva ke kokuthi umshushisi engazange aqhubekeke noma ke alile ukuthi lecala leli ke la kwaNongoma alifake ke kuhla lamacala ngazo i19 zika June 2020 u16310 2020 umshushisi selingekho ke lelo cala enkantolo ngalelo langa ingabe likhona yini ihlandla noma ilanga la owaya khona ke enkantolo wayovela noma kwaNongoma uvelela khona icala leli la kwaNongoma?
Cha nkosenkantolo.
No, my lord.
And do you know any of the accused person or accused persons or convicted persons on that Nongoma case?
Bakhona yini abantu baziyo ababingelela imantshi noma ke baya enkantolo beyela lona lelo cala lelo abasolwa noma abamangalelwa noma ke ukuthi abantu abalahlwa yicala kulona lelo cala la kwaNongoma? Bakhona abantu baziyo?
Nkosenkantolo angebazi mina phambi kwesenkantolo ngisho mina umuntu mangangibuza ukuthi ingoma ekuphi yona answer engayiphendula lezi zamacala ngizazi nkosenkantolo.
I did say before this court, my lord, that I don't know them. The only thing that I mentioned before this court that I was to be asked about is where is the singing or the dancing or traditional singing or dancing, my lord. Then I would be able to answer that, but not issues related to court cases.
Now, at Pretoria North, in the boardroom on the 17th of June 2020, when you spoke to police officers, including Mabena Mohani Mohola, were you questioned about this Nongoma case? Did they ask you questions about this Nongoma case?
Manje ke senilaphayana ke Pretoria North ngey 17 zika June 2020 nikhuluma nabo ke oMabena oMukhane kukhona yini abakubuza kona bekubuza mayelana neqala leli la kwaNongoma?
Cha nkosenkantolo ngiqala ukuzwa ngabe khuluma la eboxini bethi mina necala kwaNongoma bayilanga lokuqala ngiqala ukuzwa lonto nkosenkantolo.
No, my lord, the very first time I heard about that was when they testified about it here in court.
Now let's move on to the 18th of June, the events of the 18th of June 2020. Now you have testified about Gininda threatening you at Carltonville on the 18th. Evidence?
Uyakhumbula yini ubufakazi bakho mayelana ke nesehlakalo sange 18 zika June 2020 la owathi khona ke uGininda wakusabisa khona eCarltonville?
Yebo.
Yes.
Now it was put to you that you are embroidering your testimony, you are patching up your testimony regarding that aspect. It never happened. What is your comment?
Kushiwe ke noma ushilo ke umshushisi kuwena ke ukuthi cha into nje wena ke leyo ozakhela yona ukuthi akaze kwenzeke lokho. Uthini wena kulokho?
Mina ngivumelana lento ayikhuluma umshushisi nkosenkantolo.
I disagree with what was put to me by the state, my lord.
And at Carltonville on the 18th of June 2020, did you make any utterances, remarks to Gininda pertaining this matter that he felt that were tantamount to a confession according to him?
Manje ke ngalo ilanga leliya akhuluma ngalo-ke ubrigadier Gininda la nge-18 zikaJune khona eCarltonville, kukhona yini owakusho wena-ke kuyena ubrigadier Gininda loko okwaholela ekuthini-ke yena-ke ubrigadier Gininda athi lokhu engikutshelwa-ke uNtanzi uyavuma-ke uNtanzi noma uNtanzi uyagonyuluka-ke kulokhu angitshela kona, khona yini owakhuluma kuyena wena?
Cha Nkosi enkantolo akukho ngaphandle kwena ekhuluma ke mengisabisa kuphela.
No, my lord, there's nothing except that which he spoke to me and threatening me.
Now, there at Carltonville, did you tell Gininda that you wanted to make a statement to an independent officer?
Khona lapho eCarltonville washo yini wena kuGininda ukuthi ufisa ukwenza istatement kumuntu oyimele, uma sikhuluma ngomuntu oyimele ke uthi ke umuntu ongahlangene necala leli uGininda aliphenyayo?
I object. I submit the witness is being led afresh at this stage.
Yeah. Hear you.
My lord, he was taken by the prosecutor through this.
Now he says you're leading the witness.
Is it a leading question?
Bongani says that.
I don't understand the basis of the objection, but let me
Just
rephrase
explain
it.
what you mean by leading the witness, Mr. Sibande. He says he doesn't understand.
I understand that, my lord. I'm saying I don't understand the basis, but let me rephrase it. Now, according to the evidence of Gininda, you told him once you had made what he calls remarks or utterances that are tantamount to a confession, you told him that you do not have a problem with making a statement to an independent officer. Did you tell Gininda that?
Ngokubufakazi bakhe ke noma ngokubufakazi obuthulwa uyena ubrigadier Gininda ukuthi kuloko wamtshela kona ke wena ukuthi ke awunayo inkinga yokuthi ke ungayokhulumisana ke nomuntu oyimele, ingaba wakusho yini lokho wena kubrigadier Gininda?
Cha Nkosi enkantolo akaze ngikukhulume lokho.
No, my lord, I never said that.
And it was further put to you in cross-examination that Gininda stated that he spoke to you privately when this conversation happened. Did you at any stage have a private moment with Gininda away from other officers talking to him?
Okunye futhi okushiwo kuwena kushiwo uyena ke umshushisi ukuthi ke nkathi ke ninale nkulumo wena nayo ubrigadier Gininda anikhulumanga bekhona abanye na kunanikhulumela eceleni. Umbuzo ke uthi sikhona ke isikhathi la khona ke enanikhulumela khona eceleni wena nobrigadier Gininda?
Asikho Nkosi enkantolo njengoba bengishithi babe khona lapha eduze, asikho isikhathi sakhuluma khona sobabili Nkosi enkantolo.
No, my lord, at no stage did we have a private conversation. As I said previously, that they were just here, my lord, close by.
Now it was put to you that you are fabricating the assaults and the events of the 18th of June 2020, that they did not happen. What is your comment?
Okunye futhi okushiwa kuwena ukuthi ke lokho kushilo wena ke mayelana naloko kwenzeka nge-18 zika June nokushaya kwakho nge-18 zika June ukuthi yinto engekho, uthini wena kulokho?
Mina Nkosi enkantolo ngikhuluma ngento yayikhona Nkosi enkantolo eyenzeka futhi kimi.
I talking about something that exists, my lord, and that happened to me.
It was further put to you that the Toyota Fortuner did not go anywhere near the dumping site that you mentioned on the 18th of June 2020.
Okunye futhi ke okushiwo kuwena ke ukuthi ke imoto le yanihamba ngayo iToyota Fortuner ayikaze iyeke kule ndawo le obukhuluma ngayo ukuthi ke ila kwakulahla khona ke udoti.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyethemba yona imoto engangihamba ngayo mina leya Nkosi enkantolo.
I believe, my lord, that that's the vehicle that I was traveling in.
And furthermore, it was put to you that that Toyota Fortuner never went anywhere near where you saw the board that said Orlando on the 19th of June 2020.
Okunye futhi okushiweke noma okutsheliweke ukuthi ngazo i-19 zika June 2020 leya moto leyana ke Toyota Fortuner ayikaze iye kulo hlangothi la uthi wena khona ke wabona ibhodi ebhalwe Orlando.
Nkosi enkantolo ibhodi ngayibona Nkosi enkantolo yimoto engangihamba ngayo Nkosi enkantolo endaweni eningi.
I saw the boat, my lord, and that is the vehicle that I was traveling in most of the places.
Now, in terms of Exhibit JJ that you were taken through, Colonel Rapadu said in his reply when he was completing the form, you stated to him that you do not have a problem that you are willing to make a statement freely and voluntarily to him. Did you say that to Colonel Rapat?
Khona ke elinye izibithi leli ke ebelifunda lana ke ila statement khona ke ekuthiwa senziwa kuyena uKenel Rapat. Kunendawo la abhalile khona uKenel Rapat ukuthi wamphendula ke wathi wena ke awunayo inkinga noma uyimisele ukuthi ungakhuluma kuyena ke ukhululekile. Ingaba wakusho yini lokho kuyena uKenel Rapat ukuthi ungasenza statement nje usenze siphuma kuwena futhi ukhululekile.
Cha Nkosi enkantolo ayikho umuntu engakhuluma naloya baba la Nkosi enkantolo.
No my lord, there's nothing that I spoke to that gentleman.
Ngoba kube ngenza into ngithanda namanje ngisasho ukuthi kube ngangithanda ngabe sikhona istatement sami ngasibhala ngesandla sami sesizulu mina.
I'm still maintaining my lord that if that was done out of my own free will, then there would have been a statement that I would have written down in my own handwriting in isiZulu.
Now, regarding the statement that you signed, or the document, let me not say the statement, the document that you signed at the magistrate in Boksburg on the 24th of June 2024, did you sign that document voluntarily and freely?
2024.
Sorry, 2020, 26 June 2020.
Kulokho ke owakusayinda enkantolo yase Boksburg ngaphambi kwake ke umama loyana oyimantshi kulokho wakusayinda ngazo i24 zika June 2020 wasayinda usayina ngokuyithandela noma ngokuphuma kuwena.
Nkosi enkantolo ngiyathemba ukuthi ngithembe lapha ngasayina isignature ngendawo ukuthi ngangisanele ukuthi ngicelele izinto engangicethe ngicela ukugeza ngicela nokufona ngangazi ukuthi ngizofonisiwe futhi ngangafonisiwe nganganezwa nezinto zokugeza Nkosi enkantolo.
My lord, I did mention it before this court that when I signed there, that indeed I signed, and when I signed there, it was for the request that I had made, where I requested to make a telephone call as well as getting some toiletries, my lord.
Now, regarding the events of the 24th of June 2020, after the events at the magistrate where you were taken at the industrial site, it was put to you that those events at the industrial site or park where you were forced to sign and blood spilled on some of the pages of that document, it's a fabrication. What do you say about it?
Okunye futhi ke akushilo kuwena umshushisi ukuthi usuqedileke phambi kwemantshi lapha enkantolo yase Boksburg. Angithi ushilo ukuthi khona ke le ndawo owahanjiswa kuyona ke la uthi kwakunama firm khona ukuthi konke lokho kushilo mayelana nalokho kwenzeka kule ndawo ukuthi wasatshiswa khona ke waphoqwa ukuthi usayinde iphepha noma amaphepha nokuthi kwakunegazi elalikhona kulawo maphepha lawo ukuthi into engekho leyo.
So sorry Mr. Jonas, before I made a mistake. I said where he signed. Not where he signed, the facts are the same, but where you initialed those BS.
Okay. Utwenze iphutha ke ubaba ngokuthi ke athi usayinda ngithi ubushilo ngaphambilini ukuthi usayinde enkantolo. Uma sekufikwa lapha yana okwenza kuphela ukuthi ufake nje ama BS lapha yana. Uthi ke ulungisa nje le ndawo yokusayinda kodwa la owafaka khona ke OBS.
Ngangibafakisa ngenkani Nkosi enkantolo hayi ngokuthanda kwami.
Yes, my lord, I did initial there. I was forced to. It was not out of my own free will.
And furthermore, regarding the financial inducement that you testified about, the 3 million offered to you by Brigadier Gininda, it was put to you that's a blatant lie.
Okunye futhi ke mayelana 3 million okhulumile ngayo yena ke wena ke usho ukuthi ke wawuthenjiswa uyena uBrigadier Gininda ushilo ke kuwena ke umshushisi ukuthi nje amangalihlaza la.
Nkosi enkantolo ngikhuluma ngento eyenzeka Nkosi enkantolo lokho uthi into nginamangalihlaza ngithi wayengekho yena.
My lord, I am conveying here, or I'm speaking about something that happened. For the state to then say that it was a blatant lie, the state wasn't there, my lord.
Now, regarding the people that were involved in the alleged assault, torture, and abuse, a question was put to you yesterday, or a proposition was put to you, whether amongst those people you include the magistrate, Mrs. Kronje, Ms. Mutlaping, the interpreter, perhaps even extended to the magistrate in Rustenburg. What is your response to that today?
Kunombuzo ke obuziwe izolo mayelana ke nabantu ababekhona ke ekushayweni kwakho noma ke ukuthi kubona abantu laba ekuthiwa ke abantu abakubophela amanqine enyathu ukuthi ke nakubona labo bantu labo ubufaka i-magistrate imantshi le eyase Boksburg eyasehlabani kanye naye uTolika ukuthi labantu laba bahlanganyela bonke base benza ke lokho.
Kosenkantolo kube Rustenburg ngangathola ithuba lokukhuluma ngangaphakamisa isandla phambi kwasenkantolo hayi ngoba ngangena ngikhishiwe nje ngingangena lapho ngena khona ibosha ngingeniswa ngomunye umnyango kuthiwa ngifika mangena enkantolo sekusukuma umuntu yakhoma umuntu ekuthiwa mangiphume ngihambe.
My Lord, if I had been afforded an opportunity to address the court or to speak in Rustenburg, then I would have, my Lord. But what would happen in Rustenburg is that I would not be taken through where the other prisoners were taken, and or maybe I would just go into court and then someone stands up and addresses the court, and then I'm told to leave again. With regards to the police, I would then say yes, all the police work together.
Engamazi kosenkantolo umama lo omlungu yena ukuthi usebenza kuphi namanje akumazi usebenza kuphi.
The person that I don't know as to where she works is the white lady, my lady. Up to now, I don't know where she works.
Thank you, my lord. Now, certain discrepancies were put to you by my learned colleague, pointed to you that you did not, for example, tell or confront the magistrate regarding the leg irons. You did not show Colonel Rapadu the bloody t-shirt and the bloody vest. You recall those kind of discrepancies that were put to you?
Kunezinto ezishiwo ke kuwena ke ukuthi ungazange uzisho noma uyichazeke ukuthi ke imantshi awuitshelanga noma awuzange uyikhombise ukuthi wena ke la enyaweni uboshiwe uKolonel Raphato awuzange umtshengiseke ukuthi ke wawune t-shirt iskipa kanye futhi nevest eyayinegazi.
Kosenkantolo okokuqala ngizokuqala ngiphendula ngobaba lo uRaphato.
Firstly, my Lord, I am going to answer answer with regards to Colonel Raphato.
Ngizomkhombisa kanjani kosenkantolo umuntu engishawe khona la?
How was I going to show him, or how was I supposed to show him when he was there during the assault, my Lord?
Ngiphinde ngibuyele ku magistrate kosenkantolo.
Then now go to the magistrate, my Lord. Yebo.
Answer yami ngethemba nala ngiphendulile ukuthi nakho nalapha abhale khona ukuthi ngangigqokweni akayibhalanga icathulo kwafanele ayibhale icathulo nkosenkantolo.
Even here, my Lord, I did note or even point the court that here, my Lord, the magistrate noted down as to what it is that I was wearing, but the magistrate didn't note down the shoes that I was wearing or the shoes.
Okhomba khona ukuthi ayikho into angibuza yona nkosenkantolo.
Which is an indication, my Lord, that I was never asked anything by the magistrate.
Wangibona uwafu ngoba wayehlele ngalo kwetafula wayengibone ingaphezulu kuphela.
Because the magistrate was seated on the other side of the bench, my Lord, the magistrate could only see the upper part of my body.
Now, the question that I want to put to you, or the proposition, is this. These events that you testified about from last week, Thursday, until now, happened on the 16th of June, from the 16th of June, 2020, until you testified here in court. Were you writing, whilst you were seated there, certain questions or certain issues that you should put or remind your counsel as he was asking questions here, like we do here to remind ourselves with notes?
Uzokhumbula ke ukuthi wena ke okwenzeka kusuka ngelanga oboshwa ngalo nge-16 zika June 2020 kuze kube angithi uqale ukwethula ubufakazi bakho ngeviki elidlule ngolwesine kuze kube manje ke nkathi uhlezi lapha yana ubuthi uma ulalele kwethula ubufakazi lana obubhala phansi yini izinto ofisa ukuthi uyitshele ummeli wakho noma izinto wena ozothi uma ufika la uzokwethula ubufakazi uzisho ububhala phansi yini umbuzo?
Cha nkosenkantolo bengaphathi ipena nephepha.
No, my Lord, I didn't carry a pen and a paper.
Now, the second proposition is that these events, like I said, they happened 16 June 2020, some 3 years ago. How is your memory now of those events compared to when they happened back then in 16 June 2020?
Ngishilo ke ukuthi ke izehlakalo lezi ezenzeka nge-16 kaJune 2020 manje ke asithi nje iminyaka nje emithathu indlela ke okhumbula ngayo noma osakhumbula ngayo lokho okwenzeka manje uma uqhathanisa nalesi sikhathi ke uma zaziqeda nje zazisanda ukwenzeka ukuthi indlela okhumbula ngayo uma uqhathanisa manje nangalesi sikhathi indlela okhumbula ngayo ungathi ikanjani? Angazi noma ngizwa yini.
Ngicela ungiphindela understand.
Angithi konke lokhu owethula ubufakazi ngakho kwenzeka nge-16 kaJune 2020. Angithi ukusuka nge-16 kaJune. Angithi manje ke uma kwenzeka ngalesi sikhathi indlela okhumbula ngayo ngesikhathi ekwakwenzeka namanje njengoba sekuyiminyaka emithathu kwenzeka uma uqhathanisa indlela okhumbula ngayo konke lokho kwenzeka uzothi manje ukhumbula kanjani kunalesi sikhathi kwaqeda ukwenzeka noma kwakwenzeka ngaso?
Nkosenkantolo okunye ngiyakukhumbula nkosenkantolo okuningi.
Some I can remember, my lord, the majority of.
Ngoba nkosenkantolo into engihlele kakhulu enhlizweni ngihlele nkosenkantolo bangalapha phambi kwakho nje.
Because it is something that is in my heart, my lord. It is there in my heart as I am before appearing before this court.
Ngoba nkosenkantolo angihlukumeza umuntu nama ngifuna umuntu ongihlukumeza emhlabeni.
Because I do not ill-treat or abuse anyone, and I also don't want anyone who is going to abuse me, my lord, on this earth.
Now, talking about the heart, you were confronted that Dr. Tlhokwe mentions the heart in his report, that you've got a heart problem or condition in his report, and the magistrate similarly mentions in one of her observations or the recorders that you've got a heart problem. Did you tell the magistrate and Dr. Tlhokwe that you had a heart condition?
Usakhuluma ke ngayo inhliziyo kumbiko wakhe udokotela uThlokwe lonyana ke wesibhedlela sangaleke eRustenburg kanye nayo imantshi lena ke yase Boksburg babhalileke kwimimbiko yabo ke ukuthi ke wabatshela wena ke ukuthi une khona ukuhluphayo ke ngenhliziyo noma okwakuhlupha ingabe wabatshela yini wena ukuthi ke uhlutshwa inhliziyo?
Nkosenkantolo lokho ngishilo ukuthi iphuthe elikhulu nkosenkantolo.
I did say, my lord, that was a big lie.
Nkosenkantolo ayikho ikampani engangiqasha yomgodi nginesifo senhliziyo.
No company or mining company, my lord, would let me work there when I am having a heart condition.
Family, we hope Bongani, Ntanzi and accused number 1, Sibia, let's hope they win this part of a trial within a trial. Let's hope their statements is not admissible to the court. So thank you so much, family, for watching this video to the end. Please like it before you leave. Subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you, family. Thank you. Bye. See you on my next upload.